Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Tennessee Titans and the Green Bay Packers. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Willis going to look to throw first play. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And some room to maneuver. And it's a Titans touchdown. We thought... strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go now.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And right away, he lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
On first down, Hurts. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Come back team. Come back team. Set, triple, set. Let's go. Let's go.
Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Back 60. Ready.
Throwing is Hurts. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Hurts. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Well, that one hurts. I mean, it was 3rd down, of course, but now the penalty, and we're back to first down.
Yeah, it hurts momentum in a big way, and they built that up here in the early going. Now, that leaves the opposition with a first down. That's a mistake you don't want to make at this point in the game.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Hurts. Steps away to his left. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
triple.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 7. And now it's third down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call a straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage long. Touchdown! An 11-yard touchdown. And the Packers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Back to throw, Willis.
Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. The handoff, right left, Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
2nd down, Willis looks to throw here.
And this one is incomplete.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
3rd down, it's Willis.
Throw left side complete. That's Williams. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They keep it with Henry on first down.
Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
The Garabay's kick is good.
And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a first and this throw will be intercepted.
Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
And looky there, Charles, just acquired, already making an impact on the defensive side of the football.
Maybe not a superstar, but he does a few things well, and I think they'll emphasize that in his new role with this team.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Second down throw coming by Willis.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Willis headed left off the option.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Running from the gun with Henry. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
But backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Willis.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
He's got a man complete. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 44 yards.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this. It just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Hurts sets up to throw it. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. And he fires one that's intercepted. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. And the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2nd down, they go again with Henry. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here we go.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Again, it's Henry. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
3rd and 2, Willis. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Now they'll look to Willis to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Henry. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. It's his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Second down, here's Willis. He gets this one to Burks. They find some open field here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A first down carry for Henry. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Now Willis to throw. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Garabay's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They're going to look to throw. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Let's go now. 18, Pioneer. Ready, go.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Henry again on 2nd down.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Willis from the gun on 3rd down.
Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Odafe Oweh showing off the pass rush skills.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Garabay's kick is good. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, There's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Now they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This one brought in by Jefferson.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught inside the 25.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And you get the sense, as I'm sure they got the sense, they might have picked up a good one here, maybe a little diamond in the rough via trade.
Maybe just need a change in scenery, a new city, maybe different motivation. But they
touchdown, Packers! A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Play action, Willis.
That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
79 Broncos.
1st and 10, it's Willis.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Again to throw, Willis on 2nd down.
He'll get this one to Golladay.
On the move past the 40.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. but he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, or probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
On the counter, it's Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down.
Mustang 19. Panther 11.
Willis out of the gun.
Wide open receiver complete.
And the Titans are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off. Points.
Okay, ready? Hey, check that. Street.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's third and goal.
This time Willis will throw it
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
Willis, 4th down, has to have it.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown.
Chigakonkwo.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Titans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Trying to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
18-11.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Hurts. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's caught at the 10. And it's a Packers touchdown. A big play there. With now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Packers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Willis throws another interception, his third of the game. Picked up by Tariq Carpenter. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a
touchdown! A great play there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Packers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. Willis takes a hit and the ball is free. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. So, Charles, this organization used a high pick to acquire this man's defensive services, and that's a good reason why right there as he's able to force the safety.
Yeah, it's not just his athletic ability that they drafted. They love his mind. And to me, he saw that play develop in his head before the snap. He knew the point he needed to get to. And unbelievable instincts for the game came to the front. Heck of a play he just made right there.
Let's go. 18, right here.
They go play action with Hurts. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
60 backwards.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. He's going to go up top again. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Yeah, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Hurts. He's going to try and go deep again. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Christian Fulton. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Packers will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but
taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Packers have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy...
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
Let's go now.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Henry up the middle. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Henry again. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Henry fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Here's Hurts to throw. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Even with a big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Come on.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
This offense on third down today, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6.
Third down, it's Willis.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
Ready? Right there.
Willis, gotta have this one.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
But Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some more.
And now here is another interception. Domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
It certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Let's go now. Panther 11. 70 Ranger.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Drop 60.
Willis looking to throw on first down.
He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
Meanwhile, Willis' throw going into the hands of Williams.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Willis will look to throw it.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Odafe Oweh. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Packers, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts.